Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this video is going to find you in good state and you are going to enjoy it. Don't feel sad about it. Now, last week, Raila Odinga was at the coastal region. President Uhuru Kenyatta was also at the coastal region. Last week but one, the Deputy President William Ruto also camped at the coastal region. Coastal region is going to determine who becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya. But I observed one thing when Raila Odinga visited the coastal region. Amason Kingi, the Kilifi governor, was missing in action. Where was Kingi? Raila Odinga began his tour by attending a funeral in Kwale. The long-serving ODM chairperson of Kwale passed on, and Raila Odinga attended that funeral. Amason Kingi is the ODM chairperson for Kilifi, which means he ought also to have attended the funeral of this guy. He was missing. Then Raila Odinga went to Kilifi County, Daboso Ward, during the burial of cousin of Gideon Mungaro. Again, Amason Kingi was missing in action. Previously, Amason Kingi would have organized, even if he was missing, how Raila Odinga was going to be received from the airport, the vehicles he was going to use. His team would have been there to welcome Raila Odinga. This did not happen. Then Raila Odinga went to Mombasa. While in Mombasa, Raila Odinga held meetings with Joho, Oparanya, the Mvita member of parliament, Nasir, Junet Mohammed. Again, Kingi was missing in action. Where is Amason Kingi, and why is he avoiding Raila Odinga's events? So in this video today, I want to explain to you guys why Amason Kingi boycotted Raila Odinga's event, especially in Kilifi. But before we do that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now let us get back to business. Why was Amason Kingi missing in action? The relationship between Amason Kingi and Raila Odinga is well known. Kilifi County is actually referred to as the home to ODM party number 1, then followed by Kisumu. But Kingi was missing. Why do you think he was missing? Before we get into that, why are we even discussing the issue of Kingi missing Raila Odinga's event? Number 1, Amason Kingi is the governor for Kilifi. So basically, he's the ODM governor for Kilifi, and the ODM party leader was in his county on 2 occasions. So ideally, he ought to have been there. That has been the trend since he was elected the governor of Kilifi. Number 2, he's also the ODM chairperson for Kilifi. Raila Odinga is the party leader. So if the party leader is coming to your county in an ordinary circumstance, the chairperson ought to have been there to receive the party leader. This did not happen. Number 3, there is this history between Kingi and Raila Odinga. Very tight history. Let me just take you through it a bit. Amason Kingi was first elected as a member of parliament for Magarini in 2007. We all remember that we had post-election violence during that time. And after he was elected, a young boy, not known, Raila Odinga appointed Amason Kingi as a cabinet minister under Kibaki government at that time. So their history began at that point. There were other leaders from the coastal region who deserved being minister. But Raila Odinga opted for this young, newly elected member of parliament for Magarini. Then when 2013 general election came, because after 2007, we had the new constitution coming in 2010, then which ushered in the devolution. So we had governors. So Amason Kingi was also amongst the leaders Raila Odinga approached to go and contest for gubernatorial seats in their counties. Most of them did not see the sense. Let me just tell you people who are told to go and contest, but they never saw the sense. Anyang' Nyong'o, who was a cabinet minister, was advised by Raila Odinga to go and become the governor for Kisumu. Nyong'o felt that Senate was more powerful, so he did not do that. James Orengo was also advised by Raila Odinga, he was also a minister, to go and contest down there in Siaya. He didn't. Josephat Nanok, who had also just been elected, was also advised by Raila Odinga to go and contest for Turkana. Because there's something Raila Odinga understood, which they didn't. So Nanok went. So Kingi went, contested, Nanok went. The other guy who was advised to do this was actually Otieno Kajwang'. But Otieno Kajwang' did not see. He felt Senate was more powerful. So he did not run for the gubernatorial seat. So Kingi accepted and went and contested for the gubernatorial seat. And that's how Kingi became the governor for Kilifi. So their relationship is a bit long. So when he was missing, when Raila Odinga was in that region, I asked myself several questions. What could be the reasons? Let me highlight for you the reasons. Number one is the Kilifi gubernatorial race. You know, these second-term governors are very interesting people. Not because of anything. These guys have made the money. They've made the networks. They've created people in those counties who are now billionaires. So they want a situation where whoever is going to succeed them is actually their person. So Amason Kingi, in his mind, wants his brother to be the next governor for Kilifi. In Kilifi, Raila Odinga, from all indications, is also trying to embrace Mungaro, Gideon Mungaro. Of course, there's also the deputy governor, Saburi, who wants to contest. Because of that misunderstanding, Kingi is now opting to rebel. He's rebelling because he has the money, number one. He has the network. He's been the ODM chairperson for Kilifi County for a long time. 2 terms means he controls, and just like I've always told you, that there are certain mistakes which Raila Odinga committed. One of them was to allow governors to take charge of counties, especially in counties which were not really, like in Nyanza, for example. Nyanza, there's nothing you can do. And again, governors from Nyanza will not do anything to betray Raila Odinga. In that case, people will just deal with them. Someone like Kingi now had the ODM structure. He was the chairperson of the county. Again, he was the governor. He was calling the shots because he was very close, again, to Raila Odinga. So because of that, Kingi missed. He feels Raila Odinga is embracing Gideon Mungaro. That's number one. Number two is Amason Kingi's new political party. The truth of the matter is that Amason Kingi is keen on forming a political party for the coastal region. Even if that's not going to succeed, he's going to form, which he has already formed, his political party, and he intends to use that party to win a few seats here and there. Then he can use that to negotiate. Raila Odinga is very clear that he's in ODM. But Kingi is a bit confused. He doesn't really know what to do, whether to align himself with Raila Odinga, whether to align himself with Ruto, whether just to pursue it as independent candidate person. You know, he's a bit confused. So because he has his own political party, he doesn't see the need of trying to hang, in quotes, around Raila Amolo Odinga the way he believes people like Joho are doing, people like Abdul Swamad Nasir are doing, people like Mishi Mboko. He doesn't want to be seen to be hanging around them because nowadays he's a big man. He has the money, he has the networks, he has a new political party. He wants to use that party to negotiate. So if Ruto wants him, they negotiate. If Raila wants him, they negotiate. If it's Mudavadi, they negotiate. But his idea is that he can even be appointed as a running mate. Number 3 is the Joho factor. Now, Amason Kingi and Joho were very close buddies. I can't really tell what transpired between them. But the truth of the matter is that Kingi feels that he's more learned than Joho. And Joho also feels that he's made enough progress, politically speaking, more than Kingi. So it takes them now back to the coastal region. They fight for the coastal region down there. Joho is viewed as Arab. Kingi is one of the Mijikenda. So he feels being a Mijikenda, he's the guy who should lead. Joho came to ODM much earlier than Kingi. Joho first contested, I think, during a by-election after Karisa died in Kisauni. He wanted to be the member of parliament. Then he was defeated by Anania Mwaboza. That's how he waited, and then when the election came, he defeated Kingi. So Kingi and Joho were elected first time in 2007. They became governors again the same time. Their term is ending at the same time. But Kingi wants to believe that he's more senior to Joho. He's more educated. Joho also believes that politically he's made good progress than Kingi. So the fight is there. Wanatuangana tu. Number 4 is the 2022 politics. Now, Kingi is retiring. Where do you want to place him? Raila Odinga is not answering that question. Where do you want to place Amason Kingi? Kingi is waiting for the answer. If you're not willing to play balls with Kingi, then it means for 2022, he's charting his own political path. That's the message coming out of Amason Kingi. And lastly, I think Raila Amolo Odinga is also keen on trying to create new networks at the coastal region, new points person at the coastal region. So he's now not very keen also on Kingi because he's tried, but Kingi has a different idea. So he has identified Gideon Mungaro as his points person there. He has identified, for example, in Mombasa, I'm seeing Abdul Samad Nasir emerging. Although even then Shebal, Suleiman Shebal is also trying. But Nasir is emerging as one of the people Raila Odinga is nowadays depending on at the coastal region. So Raila Odinga is actually keen on discarding the old network and crafting a new network. The main reason why Raila Odinga is doing this is that he's trying to fight off the challenge from the Deputy President William Ruto. Remember, at the coastal region, 2 things are currently happening. Raila Odinga is trying so hard to consolidate his support base at the coast. So he's going to do everything to try to consolidate that. William Samoei Ruto on the other side is coming with nothing to lose, but with one focus of penetrating the coastal region. So let us wait and see how all these things are going to unfold. But personally, I don't know, but I think Raila Odinga need to reach out to Amason Kingi, because again, can Amason Kingi succeed, politically speaking, without Raila Amolo Odinga? We know he has made a lot of money, and with money, second-term governors, all of them wants to run for the presidency. Or some of them are just positioning themselves so that in case there is an appointment, then they can be considered. I don't know your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts on this. Again, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is today. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye-bye.